What's up, YouTube perverts? Welcome back to another episode of AM Training. So this episode is going to be a very special one because I am currently deloading. Well, actually in YouTube time I am deloading, but in real time this is actually my first week onto my blog before I compete. But I wanted to make sure I upload, keep the streak going, because I think I've been uploading a good, 13, 14 videos straight through every week. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you smash this like button. I'm hoping I'm pointing at the like button, because if I'm pointing at the dislike button, then I guess it's fair game. But yeah, make sure you hit that so then YouTube's algorithm knows that my shit is awesome. So and it helps me, get more viewers, so then I make sure that I don't just talk to myself. But for any of you guys that are tuning in, hopefully this video will help out. I am talking about biomechanics of the ankle. The reason why I'm going to talk about it is so then we can understand how to mobilize it and how to get the best damn stretch or dorsiflexion for squatting specific movement, because usually when it comes down to squats, the main reason why people kind of have funky squats, or it doesn't look smooth, or their bar path is kind of crap, is not only how they're genetically made and anthropometry of how they're built, but I think just ankle, I feel like a lot of people have made videos of how to improve ankle mobility. I'm sure Squat University has great resources, which if you look at my old videos, they came out before Squat University and they're pretty much the same thing. I'm pretty sure he's stealing my stuff, but anyways, for the best damn ankle mobilization / stretch, I'm gonna show a quick video right here of the whole kind of setup, and I'm going to talk about biomechanics of the ankle. So the reason why I have a band pulling kind of not only inferiorly but also posteriorly is that the way that the ankle works is that, so it's convex on concave, meaning that your talocrural joint, your ankle, it's like this. So if I'm like this, and here is your toes, here is your calf and ankle. So this is dorsiflexion, this is plantar flexion, me pointing down. So when we squat, we want that dorsiflexion, basically pulling your toes up to your shins. And the reason why it's limited is not only because of calf tightness, but it could be just the arthrokinematics, fancy words for how the joint kind of works, negating kinetics. Anyways, let's try to make this more simple. So concave convex rule was popularized by Kaltenborn, a physical therapist, where it kind of shows you how to mobilize not only an ankle but just any kind of joint specific to concave, convex, so the whole idea is that we have the crural joint. It compromises of your tibia and your fibula, meaning your leg bones. So it's going to be the concave part. So the concave, usually what happens anytime there's movement, there's going to be a slide along with a roll in the same direction, compared to the convex, which is going to, when you have a ball and socket kind of thing, you're going to have a roll going opposite of the glide. Because if you think about a ball and socket, so let's go with the shoulder, right? So here's my shoulder, here's that socket. So if I'm going to let's say horizontally flex, then here's the concave, convex. If I'm going to flex my shoulder, then what has to happen is that it has to glide back in order to stay in the socket, in order to roll forward. Hopefully that makes sense. But basically what you want to do with the way that I'm mobilizing, as you can see, I'm sitting on a foam roll. When I sit on that foam roll, I'm putting pressure into my tibia to translate forward, and what that does is gonna make my foot translate backwards. The reason why that's good is that again, it comes down to that concave convex rule. When we are dorsiflexing, you need to make sure that you're sliding or gliding posteriorly in order to make room and get that going. So usually I have great ankle mobility. I've had pretty good, great mobility, just because I've been squatting 13 plus years. But there was a time where I think it was like a year ago where I felt like a block. Usually when I go into dorsiflexion, it's kind of a soft end feel because it's more restricted to what do you call it? Stretching of the muscles than anything. Because yeah, but then recently, I don't know why. Not recently, but a year ago, there was kind of a hard end feel where something was blocking in the way. So I want to say, now looking back at it, it could have been, you know, anterior impingement of the talocrural joint, but it's just fancy talk for, you know, it not working correctly. So with that being said, I went ahead and mobilized. That's why I was doing this whole thing, because this is pretty aggressive stretch and mobilization, if you ask me. Because again, we are pushing the tibia forward, we're pushing the whole foot backwards, and not only that, but we're also mobilizing with movement along with a distraction. So all those components are really awesome if you're trying to get that nice dorsiflexion, which again, people tend to be tight with, because you know, it's freaking your ankles. People don't really squat every day unless you're Asian and just kind of sit and chill in that squat position. So again, I think that's gonna be the best bang for your buck. Again, you want to sit on that foam roll, and you want to have that distal, so close to your ankle but not too far where it's going to irritate your knee, and then also have that band kind of inferior to the crease of your ankle. So we want to make sure that we're pulling on the foot, but we're not pulling on the tibia. So that's the key thing in order to get that nice mobilization and distraction at the same time. So as you can see, the important thing is getting that end range. So if you're just kind of going plantar flexion, dorsiflexion within your normal range, you're not gonna get anything really. Well, you probably get a little bit of something, but the magic is where end range happens. So if you're really pushing into that dorsiflexion and getting that end range feel, that's going to help out. It's helped out my ankle when I had some kind of thing going wrong with it. So again, frequency is going to be king when it comes to exposing your ankle into more dorsiflexion. So the more you do this, the better. I'm talking about 2 to 3 times a day, you know, good 20-30 repetitions, especially right before a squat if you can. Hopefully that has been helpful. If you like this kind of thing, or if you like this kind of I could make it a series. I don't know if I have time to talk about this during meet prep, but yeah, again, make sure you smash that like button in order to show me some love, because you know, you love me, right? Train hard, train smart.